Hello guys and welcome back to Acting Confident with Natalie Marie. Sorry about this, but we're just gonna flow with it because I left my makeup in the theatre. This video is about how to make it into Hollywood. What I usually say is if something is already pretty good and the information's already pretty there, why reinvent the wheel? And you may have not seen this video, but I'm going to be watching Emmy-nominated actors teach you how to make it in Hollywood. I have watched this before, but I had some notes on it while I was watching it, and I have a few thoughts that I think you might want to hear.
If you're a 1 in a million type, there are 7 of you in Manhattan alone.
Okay, I haven't watched much yet, but I just wanted to say these actors are so iconic, so they've definitely been successful in my books. So I quite enjoy watching these sort of videos because I feel to learn is to watch, especially in our field.
Hi, I'm William H. Macy.
I'm Jeff Daniels. I'm Ed Harris.
I'm Michael Stuhlbarg.
Hi, my name is Mandy Patinkin.
Hey, I'm Darren Chris.
Hi, I'm David Harbour.
I'm Alexis Bledel. My first headshots were done by my dear friend Bill Sage. It really helped to know the guy behind the camera. They were black and white, kind of standard.
Who took my first headshot? I remember my worst headshot. For some reason he thought if we were stressed we would take a better picture. So even though it was this big, he had me holding platters of eggs and things that would spill, and I had my...
So I feel my best headshots were with photographers that made me feel comfortable, that I was allowed to move while they were taking picture, so I didn't have to pose, I didn't have to stay still. I find the worst headshots are by agencies who think you need to stand, have stock images where you stand still and you're a character, and I just don't like that. A really good headshot photographer, then they will find the characters within you and by giving you direction as you're being natural.
Feet under the table, I had to do it. Didn't work out so well. I looked more constipated than happy.
My first headshot, I had a blank look in my face, kind of dead inside. I didn't get a lot of work from it.
I had hair out to here and a joint, and I never got a single job. That's the truth.
I have kind of an unusual relationship with acting training. I went to SUNY Purchase. I left college without the confidence that I entered with. For some people like me, when we got kind of intellectual about the process of acting, I got lost. I felt a little bit like I no longer knew what I was doing.
I totally felt that. And I found a lot of my peers felt that too when I went to... Now, I definitely say get training, either that be, as I said in my other videos, which I will link down below. I definitely say get training because you learn from the best people. An actor will have talent, but an actor to have skill is learned. Skill is taught. Talent is natural. Talent will help skill or hone skill, but definitely skill is taught. I definitely say yes, get training, because you always should be working on your craft. After my first semester, I felt so doubtful of myself because I thought, well, I got into it, they must see something, I must be some sort of talented. But when you pick everything apart and realize how intellectual it really is, sometimes, yeah, that naturalness does get lost because you're overthinking and everything.
I think it's like a lot of things. The more hours you spend, you kind of learn something from every job.
There's a great book out there called The Outliers, and it says you need 10,000 hours to get good at something. So my suggesting for beginning actors is get on a hit TV show where you get to act every day, especially one that runs 9 seasons.
I don't like this piece of advice. Every actor is trying to get on a hit TV show, so it's not like we're not trying to do that, but at the same time, it's like the whole, we will take you if you have experience, or an entry-level job, but you need 5+ years of experience, but to get experience you need a job, but all jobs need experience and things like that. It's the same sort of thing, to learn about acting you need to get onto a hit TV show and you'll learn so much from it and just be by being on it, but at the same time you need experience and acting credits to get onto a hit TV show.
That's the quickest way you're going to learn. Just throw yourself into a project and you'll learn pretty quick.
I take an acting class now. I'm 43. I study method training in New York City.
Training is important, and I think training is less about going to classes and immersing yourself with other people to train you to do stuff. It's more about just keeping your eyes open and being inspired and educated by the world around you. I think being a good actor is being a well-rounded person. Like, learn another language, learn how to play an instrument. Even if you're not good at it, like, the pursuit of that makes your brain work in different ways and helps you understand the world in a much larger spectrum.
I know a lot of my friends like, so what are you up to these days? And it's because I like to take on a lot of new hobbies. And these are hobbies literally just to gain skills. So for instance, I dabbled in graphic design because I wanted to know how to do that. Or for instance, I learned piano and I learned guitar. Well, I already knew how to play guitar, but when I was a kid. But, you know, I'm always trying to learn something new and have something new in the books because I think it's great, and it's a great asset to have to keep in your little tool, what's it called? Tool belt? But what he's saying definitely resonates. Like, you should be learning, always learning.
Auditioning sucks hippo dick. Everybody knows it and no one will say it. It's the worst part of the business. If there were a way to do it better, I think we would have figured it out so far. Just know your material as well as you can so the camera can see your eyes.
When you go to an audition, especially a movie, TV thing, you're going to get 2 or 3 pages of a scene. Somewhere on that 2 or 3 pages is a speech or half a page where your character does something that matters. Memorize that part.
I think that is such a great piece. There is a reason why they gave you that content for this character, and that reason is because there's something important in that piece of content that you have to say that they want to see come alive. And when he said memorize just that part, make sure that that's memorized, so when they want to hear that part instead of the fluff all around it, you can raise your head, look into the camera or look to your reader, but so they can see your eyes. Don't look into the camera, guys, unless it's a commercial audition. But I look to the reader so they can see your eyes and see it coming to life.
A very bad auditioner for a lot of years, and the reason why was that my fear would overtake me, and I would think that there was a certain right way to do it. Now that I've developed a little bit of confidence, if I have a certain way that I want to do it, if I want to do scene 3 first and then go back and do scene 1, like, that'll help me, I'll do that. If I want the reader to be seated, I will ask the reader to be seated.
Basically what they're saying is own the room. You are there for a reason. They need somebody and they're hoping it's you.
People don't necessarily want to work with you unless you have some credits to your name. And you can't get credits to your name without representation. You know, one of those catch-22 things. I just say work, 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 work. Get a magazine, do plays with friends, do the student film from Columbia. Just make sure you're always working on something, representation or not.
When I started out, there were no managers. It was just, you got an agent, and an agent would help you get work. Although my first work I got on my own, not through an agent. I knocked on doors, I went to auditions. Don't hire a manager and an agent and a business manager and an accountant and a publicist and just get a job. Act, do your damnedest to do your best. Don't think about all the rest. If you're doing your work and you've studied and learn a craft, some people have great luck and they just land in it and you have it. Good for you. I think it's a craft.
Good for you.
And I think you really need to learn what to do on the days you don't have it.
My video about how to start acting on the cheap, or just how to start acting in general, that video, it will be below as well. Basically, it's to start, and to start, all you have is yourself. You don't need an agent, a manager, as he said, a publicist, this, that, whatever. They're there to support you when you can't do it all.
I have no tricks for memorizing lines. I have learned that I have to do it out loud hundreds and hundreds of times.
I find now, I don't know, maybe for me, memorizing lines got easier once I did it more often, like especially when I was doing it every single day. I was doing it heaps, memorizing so much. I hate the word memorize, to be honest, because memorizing means you're not learning, you're just repeating. It's like a mimic sort of thing. What I like to do is learn the lines in a way that I find the through line. So I find why I'm saying what I'm saying, and usually that helps me say the line or remember the line because I have a reason behind that line.
Which is the sentence. And then musically, your mouth has to get used to saying these words together right now. Your mouth is memorizing where it's going to go next. Singers do this all the time. There's this kind of muscle memory for the lips and the cheeks and the mouth, but that comes from the brain being able to memorize it, all words, all syllables, and then run at 100 miles an hour. When you can do that, all of that stuff, then you add in the motivations and all that, but you can slide some of those in too, and then the next thing you know, you don't even think about it.
At the moment where I'm at with my lines, and as people would hope because we're kind of in the season, I may go through my lines once a day, maybe, sometimes not. But I find now that when I'm on stage, when that person, like I'm there, I'm in it, and my partner is saying their line and I have to say my line, it kind of just comes out. It's like a new thought.
Is to read about not just the person you're playing, if that person is someone. Like say for Kill a Mockingbird, I'm reading all about 1935 Alabama, biographies on Harper Lee. You go to school, you go to grad school, because the people who are really serious about this are doing that. So
Prepare for a character, like the guys say, go to grad school, go here, because they do it. We do it. Like my school, for every character we had to make like a character booklet, or a character journal, or like even, you know, what are they called, scrapbooks of the characters. We had to learn about the era, we had to learn to the minute detail about like what sort of jam did they put on their toast, if they even ate jam at all. You know, everything that was in the script we would take out, and those would be context clues, so we could learn the context of the era and the character. But then we would have to go further, and we know, well, if it's in the summer, what is summer like in Tennessee?
I'd leave you with is, if you want to work on anything, just work on being a better actor. Stardom, you don't have any control over that. You may think you do, but you don't. If you can continue to be a better actor this year than you were last year, then you got a chance of sticking around.
I would just say if this is something you're pursuing as an actor, it's one thing to learn about acting. It's one thing to become a better actor. It's another thing to want to be somebody, to want to be a star, or to be or to get recognition. If you want to be an actor and learn about acting, that has nothing to do with Hollywood.
Don't you just love how both those people who probably aren't in the same room right now, but they've said the same thing? And it's so true. I hate when people were in my acting class and they would be like, I want to be famous. That's not anything to do with acting. Like, yes, it's a byproduct if you're very, very successful and it comes into your life. Just think about being an actor. Don't think about anything else. Otherwise, you're going to get distracted and you're not going to get where you want to be.
Here's my best thing I'd ever heard about acting that my wife said. Don't do it unless you have to.
Do it if you love it, and don't if you don't.
Don't you just love how those two said the same thing too? It's true though. Like, people ask why I do it, why I pursue it, and I'm like, it's because I love it. If I didn't love it, hell, I would not be doing it. It's way too hard.
I would add to that, if you are thinking about it or dreaming about it, don't not try it. Because time's short, life is short, give it a shot, see what happens.
They say Betty Davis made it up, I don't know, but somebody said, what is your advice for a new actor in Hollywood? And she said, take Fountain. That's excellent advice, but since that's already been taken, I would say the only way to be correct in the large things is to be correct in the small things, and let the large things go hang. So it's boring, but be on time and learn your lines.
Be correct in the small things. Anything that's huge in your life, you need to break down in order to manage it. So whatever you're in control of, make sure you're doing that. Be on time. Network. Be a nice person. Be a good person. Learn your craft. Like, these things you have control of. So whatever you have control of, hang tight to them because the rest will follow.
Be nice, work hard, have compassion, be interested.
What did I just say?
And magical things will happen.
That's all I for you guys today. I'm sorry, but I had to show this this video because it inspired me. I don't know, just it's so basic what they're saying, but it's just the function of acting. That's like the functions of acting is basic, but it's such a complicated route to go through. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting. People giving advice, and I'm like, well, this is a great video for anyone who wants to start out, or who thinks they don't have the confidence to start out, to like know. And I had a few tidbits of what I wanted to talk about. Anyway, that's a wrap from me. Bye guys.